You guys asked for this. I've gone through your comments. Some of you said shader preload works. Some even called my phone a protective device. But today, I'm going to show you why shader preload is trash and why you should never use it. This is the first match out of 3 matches I'm going to be playing. And yes, what you see at your top left is the FPS counter. I know what you guys are thinking. What does core, med, and STV means? Okay, I know that's what you guys are going to be thinking down in the comment section.
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
You're going to be like, what kind of FPS counter is this? Well, it came with the phone, so I just thought, why not? Let's just talk about the core and the med and just forget about the STB. So basically, the core is the current frame rate you are currently seeing on screen, and the med is the average frame rate we are getting throughout the entire game.
Okay.
Before jumping to the match, well, too late, I've already jumped in. I have a trick that made my FPS more frequent and stable, which I'm going to be showing you in the next match. And I'm going to be showing you how to do this trick. So you want to stay tuned and watch the video. Well, back to the match. This is my regular battle royale match. And by the end of the game, I have an overall FPS of 29 frames per second. Frame rate was all over the place. The highest time I had a consistent frame rate that had almost no lag lasted for about 41 seconds, and it went from about 21 frames to 40 frames, which I wasn't really doing a lot. I was just looting and then I killed a bot. But then the most FPS drop I had lasted about 28 seconds when I was facing these two, and then it had a frame of about 11 frames to about 25 frames per second. The second game I had a trick that made the game run a little better and make the frame rate a little bit more stable. Although at the end of the game he had an overall frame rate of 28 frames per second. In this match I got an average frame rate of 25 frames to 32 frames per second, which lasted for 3 minutes 50 seconds.
I'm dying, help.
Now compare that to the last game, we can see it is a big step up from the last game and we're having a constant frame rate. Honestly speaking, it was basically like that almost throughout the match, but still towards the end it had a bad frame rate of ranging between 17 frames per second to 21, but that was because I was dealing with a whole lot of bots popping out from different directions. And this bad frame rate lasted for about 1 minute 18 seconds. So, what have we noticed from these two games? Anytime we engage an enemy that is up to 2 and above, the game begins to lag. But will shader preload be able to fix this? I guess we're going to find out, but before then, let me show you guys the trick and what I did to get a consistent frame rate. What I did was very simple, okay? During the first match, I had a storage space of about 1.7 gig, but before playing the second match, I had to create space on my phone. I created a space of about 10 gig. So before playing the second match, I had a storage rate of 10.7 gig before playing the second match. So basically, all you need to do is just create at least 10 gig of space on your phone so that you can play Call of Duty Mobile smoothly. But will shader preload do better than what I did? There's only one way to find out. Let's run shader preload. Okay, so as I'm running shader preload, what we're just going to do is I'm going to skip till I get in game, okay? And we're going to find out from the analysis of the FPS in game.
A few moments later.
So for the last game with shader preload enabled, at the end of the game we got an average frame of 29 frames per second. The longest stable frame we got lasted about 1 minute 25 seconds and was ranging between 28 frames to 40 frames per second. What was I doing? I was just picking up loot and I killed the bots. But this had the worst frame rate drop than the other matches because of a player that would just not leave me alone. And this went on for 2 minutes 11 seconds with frame rate as low as 9 frames per second to 20 frames per second. Now compare this to the other matches. This is the worst when it comes to frame rate. In other words, shader preload is trash and you should never use it.
Know your place, trash.
Well, that is that. Sorry I waited 60 days to upload this video.
You didn't have to cut me off like that.